It's working. It's working. Ah, I need a new battery. That's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think it's good enough. It's not true. Looks very square, right? Right? I'll see. Okay. Sadly, the rimmer does not fit to anything that so it has to be manual. Oh, it's not that much at all. Right. Probably should lubricate it, but it's the first one, so goes this. Yeah, I need some lube. Not bad. This is very soft. Curious about the fronts. The fact that it spins sucks. Oh, it did work. Alright. It did work. It didn't work that as well as much as I like, but it did work. So this worked. It did go inside. I think the right amount. I wish it was a little bit tighter. As you can see, the knurl's length is a little bit different. It's similar but different, so it makes it. It could have been a little bit more, but getting them in the right spec and configuration is very hard. The lug bolts, lug studs. So. Guess it worked. So I guess next, well, these are much higher quality than the stock. I will stick out more, so I'll need to modify the lug studs, lug bolts too, lug nuts, lug something. Maybe I should just try drilling without the reamer and see what the difference is. Like that. So let's see. Need more. Might be okay. Try. Nope. Don't break your drill bits, kids.
So we're replacing these wheel studs?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, they're pretty short.
Yes. But the problem is the drill bit got so yeah. For now we can prepare everything and
You're going to get one side.
well, I think
Well, here, get the 17 on this. Get a zip tie for the, so we can hold the caliper up and then
we need to take it off.
we need to take it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can just kind of dangle it somewhere. Let it rest.
Is that going to be, we had it up here and it fell.
We can just take it off. Jesus. Yeah, the noises.
I think we got it.
Yeah, I think we got it. Had to machine this part. Fun again? Yep. So that this fits the bearing. Yeah, oh yeah, smooth, baby, smooth. And that should allow us to steer the car a little bit easier. And this issue is this. This Bilstein track is the softest material I've ever seen. I don't know if it's even steel. I don't know. Don't do this at home, kids! That's my shutter. Focus you! Okay, focus. You got a bearing in there. So we don't have to work as much.
Glides smoothly.
Goes back together. Next is the wheel studs on this side. Maybe fix the boot. The boot is coming up.
Yeah, we need a tie on here and a tie over there.
Like, to check the grease too.
Yeah, this one's dripping.
Right.
I don't know if this one doesn't look too wet. I think it was from us finagling it around.
It could be just as dry. That's
Yeah.
why nothing is coming.
Could already be dried out.
It's good. Yeah. Safety, #1 concern. Sometimes, not always. That's what the brochure says.
That's okay, the other bolt's in there.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh yeah, the OBD2 scanner thing, right?
Yeah, I wanted to try it with instead of with the camera, with the iPhone.
Oh yeah.
Because the camera, there's a certain protocol I think the camera doesn't support reading.
Probably for this car.
Yeah.
Because I think supported.
So I was curious. This one's more generic with the app. The app supports a lot of stuff. So I was curious to see what it could read.
Yeah, I'm curious too. See if there's this is actually a 96 car, but I'm not sure if it's a 96 ECU or 95 ECU. Because there's a box of ECUs of different varieties available. So.
Oh, yeah, I was curious to what you can do horsepower wise with this car. And it seemed like the only thing you could really do is get a independent ECU.
Yeah.
And then tune that out, but even then,
There's a limit. So.
alright.
I think this engine will top out at about 200 horsepower without any other crazy modifications. After that, you need a lot of monies.
There she goes. Oh, windy. Oh, like a glove. Yeah, loosen that.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Just loosen it enough.
And this is gonna go.
A little bit of rubbing. You need the light. Let's fix that. But this is okay. Alright. The backs are in as well. The studs were a pain in the balls, but they're done. Now let me show you around. And this side is done too. So that looks okay. And this side also has the same issue, so I need to clearance the caliper a little bit. But overall, it's not that horrible. Right, let's figure out the spacers so I can buy them and pack up and go home because it's very late and the sun is setting. The sun is setting over the horizon. And the spacer I need is about 11mm, 7/16. So probably gonna get like the next setup is gonna be half an inch. There's some clearance in between the rotor. Well, there's some clearance, so that's all that matters. Alright, time to clean up. Now the sun is really setting. A while back, my girlfriend got me this thing, magnetic wristband, and actually very useful, by the way. I usually don't wear it as much because I move a lot, but I just leave it somewhere, just put it together when you need it. So, booyah! So if I work on small stuff, it helps a lot with this thing. If I work on a little bit bigger stuff, I leave it outside and just use it as a magnetic thing. I can wrap it around stuff, so it makes it easy to just throw. And there's few magnets. I think this ones are the magnetic ones. Alright, it's very late. It's about 7:15, so I won't get home till probably 9:30, 10 o'clock. So let me show you what we did. So figure out what spacers we need. We assembled all the front. We changed the CV joint. Need to still tighten the nut and double check some other special bits. Added bearing to the springs. Lubricated them a little bit so that should make the steering a little bit easier. Mounted the fire bottle under right there, the fire extinguisher bottle. And we're working on running the lines, but we need to lay it out, sort it out. It's a process, it needs to be thought out. The back is assembled. Oh, by the way, all the studs are replaced. The task I did not want to do, but I had to. And the rear bumper, nothing changed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It doesn't sound much, but I started at 10. I was here at 10. Started wrenching on this, and at 7, so 9 hours later, bunch of progress made. A friend made, local friend to this track, to this area, that has a machine shop and everything, does race cars. But yeah, so I need to get the spacer, which is like a 1/2 inch spacer for this. The back is good. The lines are right there. They're connected but not plugged in. Most of the fluid already left the system, so we'll have to bleed dry. And we also need to install back the brake cooling ducts, which is easier with this larger rotor. There's a lot more space to do this, and it's very, very cold. So next step is to just wrap up. Most everything is taken care of, and I do need to get a good inverter for the RV so that I could run and recharge the batteries, because the little 120 Walmart inverter was just not cutting it. It's rated at 120, the charge is at 85, but yet it just didn't want to work. So there you go. And there's some old wheel studs right there from the rear, so all good, all done. Time to go home and eat something, because starving is not good. Alright. And on that, goodbye.